It's a unique kind of torture. You're with a woman and your gut, your soul, everything inside you is telling you that the connection is real, it's deep, it might even be love, but her words say nothing. She doesn't compliment you, she doesn't flirt in the obvious ways. She never says, "I miss you," or "I really like you." And this deafening silence from her lips can make you question your own sanity. You start to think, am I making this all up? Am I just a fool? But what if I told you that for some women, especially those who love deeply, silence isn't a sign of absence, but a sign of overwhelming presence? What if her most powerful feelings are not communicated through her words, but through a secret, silent language she's hoping you're wise enough to understand? Today, we are not talking about the obvious signs of attraction. We are decoding the 7 profound, silent signals a woman sends when she truly loves you, but for reasons of fear or vulnerability, cannot bring herself to say it. This is how you learn to hear what isn't being said. Before we get to the signs, you must understand the why. Why would someone who loves you stay silent? It's called the vulnerability paradox. The deeper a person's feelings, the greater their fear of getting hurt. For a woman who has been hurt before, or who simply values her heart, saying, "I love you" is not a simple phrase. It is the ultimate surrender. It is handing you the keys to her emotional well-being. This level of vulnerability can be terrifying, so her subconscious mind finds other, safer ways to express that love. Her actions become the overflow of the feelings her words are too afraid to release. Her silence isn't empty, it's full of unspoken truths. Your job is to learn how to see them. Number 1, the lingering gaze. We start with the most primal and honest form of human communication, the eyes. This isn't just a quick glance or a flirty look. This is the lingering gaze. You'll be in a group, mid-conversation, or just across the room, and you'll feel it, that unmistakable sensation of being watched. When you look up, you lock eyes with her, and here is where the magic happens. A woman who is just being polite or shy will immediately dart her eyes away in a panic. But a woman who silently loves you will hold that gaze for a moment longer than is socially comfortable. The psychology in depth. In that one extra second, 1,000 words are spoken. It's a soft, deep, almost searching look. It's not aggressive or seductive, it's contemplative. She is literally drinking you in, trying to see past your persona and into your soul. This extended eye contact triggers a powerful release of oxytocin in both of you, the same neurochemical responsible for deep bonding. It's an act of profound intimacy that bypasses words entirely. Then, after that extended moment, she'll give a soft, slow blink and look down or away, almost as if she's been caught in a trance and is now overwhelmed by the intensity of the connection. What to look for? The gaze is held for 3 to 5 seconds, longer than a typical glance. Her expression is soft, not predatory. Her pupils may be slightly dilated. The look away is often downward and slow, not a quick panicked dart to the side. Your high-value move. Your reaction is critical. The low-value man gets nervous and breaks the gaze first. You must hold it with her. Do not look away. Receive her gaze calmly. After she looks away, offer a soft, slow, knowing smile. No words are necessary. In that shared moment of silence, you have non-verbally communicated, "I see you, and I feel it too." Number 2, unprompted acts of service. The second sign is her becoming a quiet guardian of your well-being. This is not about grand performative gestures. These are unprompted acts of service. She will notice the small details of your life and act on them without any prompting. She overhears you saying you're stressed and didn't have time for breakfast. An hour later, a coffee and a croissant, exactly how you like it, appear on your desk. You mention offhandedly that you have a big presentation on Friday. On Friday morning, you get a simple one-line text. "Good luck today. You're going to crush it." The psychology, in depth. This is one of the 5 love languages, and it becomes a primary method of communication when words are too risky. Actions feel safer. By investing her time and energy into making your life easier, she is demonstrating a deep level of care. The key here is that these acts are unprompted and done without any expectation of praise or reciprocation. She isn't doing it to get something from you. She's doing it because her genuine affection for you is overflowing and needs an outlet. It's a maternal, protective instinct born of deep care. What to look for? The acts are specific to your needs, showing she listens intently. They are done quietly, without fanfare or drawing attention to herself. There is no keeping score. She doesn't bring it up later. Your high-value move. Acknowledge the act, but more importantly, acknowledge the thoughtfulness behind it. Don't just say, "Thanks for the coffee." Look her in the eyes and say, "Thank you so much. You have no idea how much I needed this today. The fact that you remembered how I take it is really thoughtful of you." You are validating her silent effort and making her feel seen and appreciated, which will only deepen the bond. Number 3. The fierce defender. This is one of the most powerful and undeniable signs. She may be quiet, reserved, or even distant with you in private, but if someone else, a friend, a coworker, even a stranger, speaks ill of you, makes a joke at your expense, or questions your character, she will be the first one to leap to your defense. She becomes the fierce defender. The psychology, in depth. This is about loyalty and protective instinct. Her silence toward you might be born of her own fear and vulnerability, but her defense of you is born of a deep, primal instinct to protect what she values. In her mind, you are already hers to protect. An attack on your reputation is an attack on her judgment and her heart. Her speaking up for you in a group is often a louder and more honest declaration than any "I love you" she could ever say to you in private. She is publicly aligning herself with you, which is a massive social risk and a huge indicator of her emotional investment. What to look for? She doesn't just stay silent, she actively refutes the negative comment. Her defense is often passionate and comes from a place of genuine indignation. She might glance at you after she does it, a quick check-in to see if you're okay. Your high-value move: never put her on the spot or make a big deal about it in public. Thanking her in front of everyone might embarrass her. Instead, acknowledge it later, in private. A simple, direct message or comment. "Hey, I heard you stood up for me today. I really appreciate that. It means a lot to know you have my back." This creates a powerful, private bond of loyalty and trust between you. Number 4, she shares her inner world. A woman in love doesn't just want to share her time with you, she wants to share her soul. Since she's too afraid to share her feelings about you, she will instead start to open the door to her inner world. She will start showing you the fragile, hidden parts of herself. She'll send you a link to the song that makes her cry. She'll show you a piece of art or a poem and say, "This just gets me." She'll tell you about a secret dream she's never told anyone else, or a painful, vulnerable story from her childhood. The psychology in depth. This is an act of supreme vulnerability and a massive test of your character. She is handing you a small, delicate piece of her soul and watching to see what you do with it. Will you be gentle? Will you understand? Or will you drop it? She is saying, non-verbally, "This is the real me, beyond the surface. Can you handle it? Do you see me?" Before she can ever trust you with her love, she needs to know she can trust you with her innermost self. What to look for? She shares things that are about her identity, not just her daily activities. She seems a little nervous or vulnerable after she shares it. She looks at you intently, gauging your reaction. Your high-value move. Your reaction here is paramount. Listen deeply. Do not judge, do not try to fix it, and do not offer unsolicited advice. Just be present with her. Ask thoughtful, open-ended questions like, "What is it about that song that speaks to you?" And most importantly, reciprocate. Share a small piece of your own inner world with her. This builds a bridge of trust and intimacy that words of affection alone cannot. Number 5, emotional mirroring. This next sign is so subtle that most men miss it entirely, but it is one of the most powerful and scientifically backed indicators of a deep bond. It's called emotional mirroring. She subconsciously becomes a mirror of your emotional state. Pay close attention. If you walk into a room feeling down, anxious, or quiet, you'll notice her energy subtly drop to match yours. She'll become more subdued, quieter, more observant of you. Conversely, if you're excited, energized, and happy about something, you'll see her light up, a genuine smile spreading across her face, even if she's not directly involved in your good news. The psychology in depth. This is a neurological phenomenon known as limbic resonance. Our limbic systems, the emotional centers of our brains, are open loop, meaning they are profoundly affected by the people we are closest to. When a deep connection is present, our nervous systems literally attune to each other. She is not consciously deciding to feel what you feel, her body is doing it automatically. She is so connected to your emotional state that she begins to reflect it. This is a primal, biological sign of empathy and a deep bond that goes far beyond surface-level attraction or infatuation. What to look for? The shift in her energy is almost immediate upon sensing yours. It's not performative. It's a subtle change in her posture, her expression, and her tone of voice. She doesn't necessarily ask, "What's wrong?" But you can feel her holding a supportive, quiet space for you. Your high-value move. You don't need to say much. This is about non-verbal acknowledgement. When you're feeling down and you see her energy shift to match yours, simply make eye contact and give a small, appreciative nod or a faint, grateful smile. You are communicating, "I see you, and I feel you seeing me." It's a profound, silent moment of shared understanding that strengthens the bond immensely. Number 6. The accidental touch. A woman's body often tries to speak when her voice can't. When she loves you but is too afraid to say it, you will notice a significant increase in small, fleeting, and accidental physical contact. These are moments of plausibly deniable touch. When she walks past you in a hallway, her arm might brush against yours for a second longer than necessary. When she's laughing at your joke, she might briefly, almost reflexively, touch your shoulder or forearm. She might accidentally bump into you in a crowded space, using the environment as an excuse. The psychology in depth. Physical touch is a fundamental human need and a primary way we communicate connection, safety, and affection. These small, seemingly accidental moments are her subconscious mind's way of bridging the physical gap between you two when her conscious mind is too afraid. Each touch is a tiny spark of connection that she can immediately retreat from if she feels too vulnerable. The accident provides a built-in safety net. It allows her to feel close to you without the risk of outright rejection. She is craving physical connection and is finding low-risk ways to create it. What to look for? The touches are light, brief, and often happen in a social context. She may pull her hand back quickly after the touch, as if surprised by her own action. There's a pattern. One accident is an accident. A series of them is a message. Your high-value move. Your reaction here is crucial. Do not flinch or pull away, as this will signal rejection. Simply receive the touch calmly and warmly. The next time an opportunity arises, you can be the one to initiate a similar, brief, and appropriate touch. A light tap on the arm to get her attention, for example. You are non-verbally signaling, "I feel it too, and your touch is welcome." Number 7. She creates a future that you fit into. This is the ultimate silent signal of her long-term intentions. She will never say the terrifying words, "I want a future with you." That is far too direct and vulnerable. Instead, she will begin planting future seeds. She will start talking about future events or goals and subtly invite you to see yourself in that picture. She'll say, "I've always wanted to go to Italy in the fall. The wine, the art, it's just so romantic." She will talk about a concert that's happening in 6 months, or a movie she's excited to see next season, and she'll look at you expectantly as she says it. The psychology in depth. This is a classic psychological technique called future pacing. She is painting a vivid picture of her future and leaving a space in the canvas that is perfectly shaped for you. It's a low-risk way for her to test your interest in a shared future without ever having to explicitly state her own. She's planting these seeds and watching closely to see if you will help her water them. If you show no interest, she can retreat without feeling rejected. If you show interest, she feels safer to continue investing. What to look for? She talks about future events, months away, not just next weekend. She frames them in a way that aligns with interests you've shared with her. She will often make direct eye contact with you when she mentions these future plans. Your high-value move. You must pick up on the hint and take the lead. This is your cue to step into the masculine role. She says she wants to see a concert in 6 months. The low-value man says, "Oh, that's cool." The high-value man says, "You know what? We should definitely go to that. I'll set a reminder to look for tickets when they go on sale." You have taken her vague, hopeful wish and transformed it into a concrete potential plan. You have validated her silent invitation and proven that you are a man who can lead and create a future. The lingering gaze, acts of service, the fierce defender, sharing her inner world, emotional mirroring, accidental touch, and creating a future. What do all these signs have in common? They are all acts of vulnerability disguised as something else. Her actions are her heart, speaking a language her fear won't allow her mouth to use. The great challenge for you as a man is to develop the wisdom and perception to see what's truly there. Any man can hear the words "I love you." It takes a king to hear it in the silence. Your job is not to force the words out of her. Your job is to see her silent efforts, to validate them, and to create an environment of such safety and security that eventually her words will feel free enough to catch up with her heart. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these 7 silent signs have you witnessed before but perhaps misunderstood? Share your story in the comments. You might help someone else decode their own situation. If this video gave you a new lens through which to see your relationships, do me a huge favor and smash that like button, subscribe for more deep dive psychology, and hit that notification bell. Learn to listen to the silence. I'll see you in the next one.